the truth.
Hey guys, welcome to my gameplay of Stanley Powerball. It's got a computer inside a computer inside a computer inside a computer inside a... Okay, fine. Well, this is supposed to be a narrative game, but I have played a bit of it, and it does fuck with your head a bit. I've seen other people play it too, but I haven't seen all the endings. So yeah, let's get into it. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. Okay. It seems legit, bro. I'm pretty sure it ends sometime. Oh my god. I have a good computer. This shouldn't take long.
1 hour later.
You're killing me, game.
2 hours later. 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
3 weeks later. Many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Finally.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yeah, okay, so you got the gist of the game. Stanley's on that hustle, pressing buttons all day, and no one showed up for work. So, also, on the sides of the screens, there's like blackness. I don't know how to make that go away. If anyone knows, put it in the comments. Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, so apparently there's an achievement if you do that.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I know there's a secret ending if you go out this window. I know that, but you can't jump. That's the problem. I don't know how. Oh, okay. I'm on the chair.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Shut up.
but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any
Look at
way.
me. Look at me. Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Good job, game
He then
designers.
praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Yeah, that.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yeah, pretty
Why
much.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Yeah.
Okay,
fine.
I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Am I sick of this gag? I just want to know why it's white, you racist, white supremacist pieces of shit. Okay. Anyway, Are you sick of this gag? Nah, quite like it here.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now,
Yes.
here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
I don't know.
Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Probably
Would
not.
I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Yeah.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
Nah, actually, I was gonna just replay
now
it.
think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
Fucking
What
hell.
if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
What's he on
Indeed,
about?
you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
What are you on about?
In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Okay.
Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers indeed, mate. Okay. Wait, so is that it? Was that the that the ending? I just that was it. Really? Really?
What a fucking nigga.
Am I sick of this gag now? I think yeah, mate.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now.
Yeah, I could.
You
but-
could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
Yeah, but you might
Any
do
of these points and so many, many
might mute
more,
us.
all of them are appropriate.
You might be North
I'm
Korean.
enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So,
Yeah.
just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible
Oh, no.
and see how long you can maintain.
Where'd you go? Oh god. Is he gonna start singing?
There once
Oh,
was a man named Stanley,
yes.
who people considered so manly.
Oh yeah, look at me.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
Well, I mean, I'm not that.
What Stanley liked most was buttons.
Well, that one.
He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
God.
He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Oh, that's me.
Which is why he is in this parable
Yes.
and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along,
Yep.
you too will become quite unbearable.
Why am I playing this game then? If you're saying
You
you're the
too.
narrator,
Will become quite unbearable.
you're the narrator. You're supposed to encourage me to play the game. Was that the end of the song now? Yo, I'm digging this like guitar. It is pretty nice. Okay, I think this is the end. Is that it? It's just looping guitar noise, yeah? Is that it? Yep. Is that it? Come on. Okay. Yeah, it's looping guitar noise. Okay, let's start again. Alright, so.
All of his co-workers
Yep,
were
we
gone.
know this.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Yep,
to the
we
meeting
know.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, we know. Okay, let's go to the meeting room. Well, actually, no, there was something that I didn't do. Basically, I did the path where you don't listen to him at all, and you blow up the entire facility. And I also did the one where you, escape. And I did one more. Yeah, I did the one where you end up at home with this mannequin thing. It's really fucked. Anyway, I saw a route.
When
This
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah, fuck you, mate. You just made me go.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, employee lounge. See, what I don't get about this lounge?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
What I don't get about this
It had really
lounge,
been worth the detour
there's
after
like
all, just to
400
spend a few
people.
moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Okay, yeah.
Stanley simply stood here,
Shut up.
drinking it all in.
Okay. There's 400 people in this building, and this is you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chairs, and then there's pure whiteness.
Yes, really,
Yes.
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating
Coffee
that even though
nuts,
all
yes.
your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and
What
some
does it say?
paintings.
Hashtag.
Really
Hashtag,
worth
oh,
it.
Hashtag #1. Okay. I'm only trying to examine everything in this room.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy
Wow.
and reflected poorly on his overall
I mean,
personality.
you did call me
It's
fucking
possible
brain dead a
that
moment
this is why
ago
everyone
in your
left.
fucking shitty song. Oh, fine, I'll fuck off then.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and
Yes,
took the first
amazing.
open door on his left to get back to business.
See, now, there was 2 things this way. I remember this one off the top of my head. This
And
one
so he detoured
here.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
Yeah,
track.
see, I could do that, or I could press this big red button. I like big red buttons. Yes. Oh, I love these buttons. Loading. Okay.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Yes.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Pretty
So now
much.
in order to get back, he needed to go,
Oh my gosh, you're a narrator. You have the
From
map
here,
of the
it's,
office, man.
left. Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
you-
it's to the right. My mistake.
You fucking idiot.
No,
taking
no,
the piss.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know, because right's always
What was
right.
I thinking? It's
don't
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
It wouldn't have it there. It would be in a file somewhere. I saw
Let's
it.
see, we went down right, left,
Come
down,
on.
left, right.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, yes.
Thank
I've got
you.
it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. That's a nice truck. Why do you just have it? Oh. Wait a minute. Surely if I wanted to escape, I could get in this truck and just ram that. But, you know. Who cares? Let's go. Downstairs. Ooh, what's it?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Oh, this
Quick,
is the
Stanley, close your eyes.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
This is the facility.
We just have to get back
shit.
to who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
No, it's
the whole
not.
story completely
I liked
unusable.
it. Nah.
How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the
Aw,
beginning. And this
no.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
Fine.
From the top.
Fine. There was another one. On the conveyor belt, if you drop down, there's
All of his co-workers were gone.
Little
What
ledge
could it mean?
that you can jump on.
Stanley decided to go to the
And
meeting
I
room.
want to see what
Perhaps
that
he had
is,
simply missed
and
a
then I'll
memo.
probably end the episode because this is probably going to be longer than 20 minutes. Alright, that's good.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh, is it still continuing?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley,
fuck
did
have you
you
done?
change anything when we were back in that room with all
Mate,
the
I'm
monitors?
the player,
Did
you're
you
the fucking
move the
narrator.
story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote
Exactly,
the story.
that's what I just
It was
said.
right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Well, it's obviously the
then.
left door.
It's
or
an
the right
adventure.
door.
Come, Stanley.
no, I'm
let's
sorry.
find
Wait.
the story.
If these are wouldn't these just be the same? Nope. No, it's not. Okay, this is fun. Okay, what's this? Ooh. Ooh, we're going somewhere. Ooh. Have I just been this way? Oh, yeah, like I said, it fucks with your head so much. Like, what the fuck's going on?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever
Okay,
been on. I can promise
what the
you
fuck?
there definitely was a story here before. Do we
Is there
just...
nothing here?
Do we need to restart the game again?
No, there's a door
Well,
there.
I find it unlikely
no,
that
there's
we'll
an
ever
exit
progress
there.
by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
There's an exit.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
No,
not?
there's something. No, there's something that way. No, you bastard.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Aw,
What could it mean?
Fuck you.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, this is probably gonna be a mindfuckery ending. This is definitely continuing. There's no fucking doors now. What are you doing?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is
That's not-
back
that's
where
not
we
how
just
coding
came
works.
from.
That's
Why
not
don't
how
we
it
go
works.
back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I take computer science, and I'm pretty sure the code doesn't delete itself unless you code it to delete itself. So you're just fucking with me here, aren't you? Fuck. Oh, okay. That was just me being stupid.
Aha!
Okay, fuck.
I knew
That
we'd
wasn't
missed
fucking
something.
there before.
The story.
You're bullshitting
Here it
me.
comes.
Okay, this is gonna be a fucking jump scare. I just fucking eating, don't do this. Nah, this.
No,
this,
wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, what are you doing to me? Oh, I forgot to enable the. Okay. Okay, now you're literally taking the fucking piss. Like, what's this?
Now
Looks like
this...
some fucking bar.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Exactly.
Is this the story? I don't think so.
Oh, love that.
I
wood
can't quite
credit
recall,
effect.
but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I win. I'm the
I
best.
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off.
I know,
So,
I really did.
good
Thank you.
job.
Where's my Oscar? Where's my fucking Oscar?
Oh, no. No,
What?
I don't feel right about this at all.
I do.
We both
I
know
fucking
you
won.
didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Yes, I
Some
did.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those
Wing
situations.
Ferris goes boring.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to
Oh, you're an
restart.
idiot. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Really? Really? You think I'm fucking 5? The Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
All right, I've got a solution.
Can I jump
This
out the window
time, to
again?
make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help
Nah, I wanna
of the
jump out- I wanna
Stanley
jump out the
Parable
window.
Adventure
Nah,
Line.
let me
Just
jump out
follow
the
the
window.
line. How simple is
I
that?
wonder what happens if I jump out. Why can't I jump out the window? I want to end it all. This is. I don't. I'll follow your fucking game. Nah, it's this way. Wait, there's no doors. There's still no doors.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay, so you basically just paid someone to do your job. Well, you paid someone to draw a fucking line. Like, B4B. B.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
4 question
It's
mark
over
A.
in this direction.
These are some
Onward,
very
Stanley,
great numbers.
to destiny.
Yep,
Though,
to
here's a
destiny.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
shut up, you're
is
fucking
the
with
story
me.
of no destination
No, you're
still a
You're
story?
fucking with me.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a
Easter
journey
eggs?
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute.
What
Just
the hell
stick
are
with
you
me.
on about? I don't know what you're about.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact
Oh,
a
you're covering
byproduct
some
of
meaning
one's
of life
subjective
shit here.
experience of that
Why
existence,
is the line
right?
on fucking
Okay,
like
now if my
LSD?
experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office,
Shut
is
up.
this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
I don't know.
Hang on.
Why are you
That got a
asking
bit
me?
weird back there. Well, I'd like to
Yeah, that's how I
apologize.
feel right now.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I
Yeah,
think
thank
what
you.
we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh yeah.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
It's a fucking fern, mate. I don't need to look at the fucking fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Oh,
No,
you
no,
fuck.
No, Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
You're talking
the story?
to paint.
Is any of this
or
ringing a bell?
Fucking, I don't know what it is. Tape. Ah, you're
No,
fucking
no, not
tape.
again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
What the fuck's
after
that one?
everything we've been
That's
through.
just static.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Oh,
Restart.
No. Why the fuck would you bring the line back? Yeah.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Yeah, exactly.
We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah, fuck
Why
the
can't we
line.
make up our own story?
That's racist.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Yeah.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we
I
simply
don't think
start
so.
wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Mate, we're in an office. I am a white bloke with glasses, probably, and I sit and press buttons all day for a living. What exciting!
Now,
I can't even jump.
yes, this is exciting.
Yes.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path,
Yes.
a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want
it
our
could.
story to be?
I want it
Go
to be about
wild.
World War II. and
Use your
killing
imagination.
Nazis.
Whatever
And
it
then-
might be, Stanley,
Then I want.
I'm ready
I want
for
there to
it.
be a rainbow unicorn that shoots Hitler up his ass, and I want Hitler's
Oh,
balls to be
no, not
fuck
you
off.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah.
No lines or monitor
Fucking
rooms.
gas it, mate.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's kind of hard when it's all over my screen, mate. What the fuck is that going? Okay. And we are in. This is fucking weird.
Ah, a choice.
Yes.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the
I wanna
opportunity.
go on the right.
In fact,
Let
I
me go
believe
on
I
the
need a
right.
minute to think here.
No,
Just walk
let
in
me
circles
go-
for a minute.
Fuck.
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Yes,
Which
that's
means
true.
that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
A reverse
and that
door to
in
what?
turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Okay, so
so
that's
starting
basic
from the
door.
right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to
Why
where we're
starting from the
going?
right?
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by
Okay.
all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
See, I told you.
Another victory
right
for logic.
saw is right. Come on.
Come, Stanley.
Come on.
Our destiny
Come on.
awaits.
Come on. Yeah. You're fucking kidding. Wait, I've been
hold
playing
on,
this
what's
for
this?
16 minutes.
The confusion ending.
16
You're
minutes.
telling me that's what this is?
Oh,
it's all one
big
giant ending.
Okay.
And we're supposed to restart the game
Wait,
what,
a bookstore?
eight times?
I didn't find no bookstore.
That's really how all this goes?
Wandering Blackness.
It's all determined?
This is.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
That's-
Then what?
that's pleasant.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
No, don't. No,
My
restart
mind
it
goes
because there's
blank
no
simply
eighth,
because
there's
it's
no
written
ninth
here on
restart.
this thing wall. Well, who
I didn't-
consulted
I didn't
me?
get- I didn't find a
Why don't I get to
bookstore.
decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is
Oh,
it
wait.
really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
Wait, you want the
I don't
sixth
want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
don't
I won't
get it.
restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I
No,
won't
you,
do
you're
it.
only on the 6th one, mate.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean,
If,
did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
What?
Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Wait, so we're on the 4th one?
So,
What?
okay.
I thought we were on the 5th. Or 6th.
I guess now we just wait. You know,
Yes.
I
when we
suppose
get
in
the
some
show.
way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't
Nah,
you
this is
agree?
a pretty shitty
I'm
story.
not quite sure if we're in the
back.
destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I
Why are
hope
you
that's where we are
fucking
right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Yes,
Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What the fuck was that? Did we just get fucking nuked? Well, I'm gonna end this episode here because I have a fucking headache. So yeah, bye.